we got full self-driving version 14 today, so a little bit late, of course. There's plenty of other videos out there, but let's go on a quick drive. Probably one of our last drives for this current Tesla Model Y, because as you guys know, we are selling it. So let's go out and drive on version 14 before it disappears to give you my first impressions on it, to see if it's good or it's bad, depending on the reviews, because there's a lot of, most of the people say it's good, but there's a couple different issues that people are talking about. And if you don't know what those are, people are talking about how it's like brake stabbing or there's like phantom braking. But other than that, there's been positive reviews on how it really feels like it's sentient and everything. So the one thing that's going to be cool with this video is we're going to take this through rush hour downtown Los Angeles traffic, so you can see how well or bad it actually does. So let's get into it. But before we get into it, here is the latest update. And so check your Model Ys to see if you've got it as well, or other Tesla vehicles. Version 14.1.4, we've got arrival options like parking lot, street, driveway, speed profiles, which is really cool. UI improvements, you can see like start self-driving should just pop up immediately. Brake confirm to confirm that it's going. And then of course, full self-driving is also improved as well. And so let's get out of my neighborhood first, and then we'll get into like the local traffic area. And maybe we'll go to like a certain area so we can see how well it parks as well. All right, so getting on the highway now, let's go ahead and throw on full self-driving. And this is gonna be cool because we're gonna be heading straight into downtown Los Angeles. So the traffic should be building up around that area. And I haven't changed my navigation yet. And so that is going to be an interesting one once we get there. But let's go ahead and try and go ahead. Oh, that's right. Last time I got struck out. Oh no. All right, let's see here. Probably have to pull over first. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set the navigation to go to Crypto Stadium. And it's perfect because this will take the right highways, the 101 down to the 110, which are two very congested highways with a lot of different variables as well. And right now on the side of the highway, I don't know if I wanna hit start self-driving, because I mean, we should be able to pull forward and be able to go to our destination, but let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, can I actually trigger like Mad Max here? So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Mad Max because I wanna see exactly what is going on. And then from here, I'm completely stopped. So let's go ahead and hit full self-driving, and we are good to go. Look at that. A nice, beautiful acceleration there actually, and got up to a decent amount of speed. And we're already going like 70 miles an hour. What's crazy with this is this next turn comes to a almost dead stop because of traffic. So we'll see how it actually handles it. But so far so good. This is like pretty confident and being able to, you know, accelerate and also stay in the right lane and everything. But now we're gonna hit up to a lot of traffic. We're gonna go through like 2 different highway changes here, straight through downtown Los Angeles and like through like Chinatown and Arts District. So let's see how well it handles this area, and then we'll probably double back to take the same route so you can see how well it does as well. Oh wow, okay, so it's turning into this right lane now, which this road is ending, so I'm not sure. Okay, look at that. It's trying to be pretty aggressive, trying to overtake, but at the same time doesn't want to go around because it realized there's not enough room, which is kind of funny actually. So now this is going to be an interesting one because the last full self-driving would stay in this lane completely because it's about to go into like another highway interchange. But let's see if this one gets a little bit more aggressive, as these next 3 lanes to the left of us will actually go a little bit faster than this lane. And what's cool is I should be able to switch all these different settings here on the left side, which is cool. So I got Mad Max, Hurry, and then at the destination I can park, and I can tell it is whether it's like a charger, a parking lot, even a parking garage as well, or even just go curbside, which is kind of interesting. So I guess it will just like find a parking spot when we get there. And at the top here it says full self-driving supervised, hands-free mode off. So it already made a left lane change to the left, which is a faster lane. So it already recognized that, which is really cool. So now it says hands-free mode on. Very interesting. So while we're sitting in traffic, let me tell you about Jowa phone mounts. You can see we've got a Jowa phone mount right here on our Tesla Model Y. And here's why I definitely think this one is the best phone mount. You can see with this adjustability, I can put it right there. Or if I want to adjust it to the top, I could switch it up there depending on how I want to like watch something or something like that, especially on a road trip. And so from here, it's in a great area if I want to look at like navigation, and you can see it's also charged as well. So that's definitely why I prefer the Jowa phone mount. I'll put the links down below in the description, and of course there's a promo code so that you can save some money and support the channel as well. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. So we're moving pretty steady right now. It looks like the all the way left lane is going just a little bit faster, but do keep in mind the exit that we need to take is coming up on the right side, and so we should probably stay in, you know, the second or third lane from the left so that we can go forward. But now we've got a highway patrol coming in. And so I wonder if Tesla Full Self-Driving kind of notices this and maybe eases off or kind of stays a little bit further back from the vehicle and everything. So far so good. This is pretty sick actually, and this is probably how I would drive this exact road at this time and choosing the lane. Like, that's the thing with full self-driving. Like, it might not always be the 100% fastest, like how you would drive, but it's still gonna get you there pretty, without you having to like do all the different movements with driving and everything. So you can kind of just sit back, relax, listen to your favorite podcast, your music, whichever, and let your vehicle take you to your destination. And I don't know if I want to go all the way to Staples Center or Crypto.com arena because, it's definitely going to be a bit. So I think what I'll do is, there actually is a Burger King right here. I want to see the parking in action. So I'm going to go ahead and add a stop and let it pull off to the exit here and try and park into one of the different spots. And let's see, parking lot, we'll switch to that. And let's see it pull to the left right here and then take the first exit and get to the parking spot and everything. Okay, a car just came in and full self-driving didn't brake crazily, so that was nice. Almost reacted just like how a human would, just let a little bit of space. And so now we've got an exit coming up in 0.3 miles. It's 2 lanes to the right. And then it's a highway on-ramp and then a left turn and then pulling in to the Burger King, which is going to be pretty interesting because it's a left turn in which you have to cross a couple different lanes. Okay, we've got a little bit of a hesitation here. I think it's maybe trying to calculate, should they merge now or just merge in a little bit? But now this truck just came into our lane, so it's kind of taking a lot of the space that we were going to potentially use. But now there's a bunch of cars in the right lane, so I don't know if it's going to be able to make this right lane change within 0.1 miles. It's got the ticker on for quite a while now. Let's see if it can be able to handle this. 400 feet. The cars in the right lane are going up faster and faster, so it's not enough time for the full self-driving to be able to pull in. Ooh, this is a tricky one because there's a lot of cars over there. And I think it finally found its gap. There was a gap in which there was really too many cars coming through, and so it was able to pull through and make the lane change. Now it's going to go onto the highway on-ramp to the right, and then we're going to make a left turn to pull into Burger King. And I'm excited to see how this will actually work with actually pulling into the spot, because if you can go end to end without having to do anything, just supervise, it could be a very nice feature. Okay, so now we've got this green light, but it still is LA, so a lot of cars will run through the yellow, maybe even the red. Now we've got this, unprotected left turn to go into Burger King. And let's see if it can find a spot that it likes and pull right into one. I'm actually curious if it's going to pull into the back, like back in or front in, because I definitely always park back in just because it's safer to pull out of a spot when you're backing in. It seems like it likes this one. Doing a little bit of a reverse action. Nice and slowly. Went a little wide there. And it's parking? Let me show you guys this park job. So here is the park job, which I guess in its defense, there is a car right here on the right side, but you can see a little bit slanted, but maybe this is the first update and we'll give it some slack here, but definitely not the best first park job. But for that first drive, like, this was actually pretty good. And I mean, I do like how it pulls into a parking spot, which, I mean, it's just gonna get better and better. And from here, I can just pull out again and make some adjustments, or I could stop it as it's about to turn in because I know it's not gonna make it all dead center. And so there's a lot of different things and that's why it's still supervised for full self-driving. Okay, so now let's go back, put in a new destination, head on our way back, and see how it does with like getting onto the highway on-ramp again during rush hour traffic. So now let's head back and let's see if it takes some local ways this time, but we've already got our destination put into it, and let's go ahead and hit, I guess I could hit the button or I could tap drive, which is actually kind of cool. So let's just go ahead and hit the button and let's see what it does here. It just pulls out of the spot really nicely. We're basically in downtown Los Angeles. And let's see if it's gonna be able to pull out of this parking lot with all of these different vehicles here, with these buses, cars. Okay, this is the last vehicle, so we should be able to pull out. And pull into a yellow, nice. But so far, I mean, this is not the first version of version 14. Of course, this is version 14.1.3, if I'm not mistaken. So this is just gonna get, oh, actually, no, we are version 14.1.4. So it's been a bit since this was actually released, and it's already, had like 4 or 5 different editions here, and this is the one that we're on currently. But in terms of the UI, I mean, we've got all these different buses, cars. I don't think there's any more different like widgets or anything or different icons that have been introduced yet, but I mean, that's coming supposedly from Tesla. But so far so good. I haven't experienced any of the phantom braking that, I mean, some people were talking about, but we also haven't been driving at like crazy highway speeds. Hopefully we can get that in the near future. And I mean, if you all have a version 14 full self-driving, let us know, comment down below on what your experience is so far with it, and do you like it or not. That was a really nice acceleration there, and got up to speed. At this point right here, because I know I'm going through the light, I would probably be in the left lane, but I'm not sure why it stayed or chose to be in this right lane. It seems like it looks like it wants to get onto the highway, and so that's why it chose this lane instead of, you know, I would probably be in the left lane and then pull to the right later on. And the thing is, like, version 14 was already so good, or sorry, full self-driving was already so good with the Model Y. This just takes it to the next level. Okay, so behind us you can see there's a Waymo, and we're behind a bus right now, and it's about to turn yellow, so let's see, I guess it's pulling to a stop, and then proceeding to go forward. So I probably would have gone because it was still yellow, but hey, you know, Tesla wants to be safe with this. And now we're in direct sunlight. It's pulling into the left lane smooth. And from here, we're going to pass this light and then get onto the highway. I will say this does feel a lot better on city streets than the last update. The last update was probably still a little bit conservative. This one being, of course, it's being in Mad Max, feels really nice and really smooth on the city roads as we like navigate through here, especially during rush hour traffic. Like back there, it probably would have hesitated a lot more pulling out of the parking lot. This one, Mad Max, just like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go no matter what. Now we've got the green light. Smooth takeoff too. It's not like too jerky from like a red light. And then let's see, are we going to go on the highway? Not yet. So a couple more local roads and then we're about to get on the highway again. Green light. Okay, so that one was a little bit heavy on the accelerator. Now we're getting on the highway. Bunch of cars in front of us. We also have to merge with the highway traffic and go all the way to the left 2 lanes. Like optimal would be all the way to the left lane, but you can see the left lane actually is going a lot faster right now. So we'll see if Tesla Mad Max mode can figure this out and go all the way to the left lane pretty quickly and merge through all these different areas, because not only do we have to do that, I'm pretty sure we have to do that within less than a mile, because it says here, it says 0.7 miles to the 110. So we have to do that within 0.7 miles to merge all the way left. We can see Tesla has already turned on its turn signal to try and figure this out. And I guess so are all these different vehicles. And this is why there's so much traffic in Los Angeles, because there's just not a lot of, the highways are a lot smaller, more condensed, unlike Texas highways or big state highways in which, you know, if you have to go make a different lane change, you've got a good couple miles, I feel like, to do that with like 8 lanes or 4 to 6 lanes instead. Okay, so Tesla got lucky here because we've got this truck giving us enough room to be able to pull in. I'm surprised the Tesla is not keeping the turn signal on even more, because we do have to go all the way to the left. But maybe it's trying to feel it out a little bit, because this is going faster. So like a human would probably stay into this faster lane before going into the left lanes. We had a flicker of a left lane signal there, and now it's back. Wide open, so it easily makes that left lane change. And then another left lane change. With 0.4 miles to spare, we are all the way in the left lane, which is going to be the fastest, which is really nice. So this next part is going to be pretty wide open, I think, in terms of we definitely will be able to get up to, 60 to 70 miles an hour. So we'll see if there's any brake stabbings or phantom brakings that other people are reporting. Nice left turn here. smooth as we're going, what, 53 miles an hour? I'm very confident as it pulls around that van, accelerating to 75 miles an hour. Going under a couple overpasses and no phantom braking, no stabbing at all. So now it looks like there's some traffic coming up ahead, so I bet we'll slow down from 70 miles an hour down to like 40. This truck just came into our lane and we're still cruising. It's not freaking out in any sort of way, just decreasing speed just a little bit just to match it. So far, so good, actually. I wonder if there was like certain situations or certain areas in which like the phantom braking or the brake stabbing was happening, but I have not experienced it at all during this 30-minute drive that we've been doing with full self-driving. But yeah, so far so good. Thank you all for watching. Let us know if you've got version 14. My final thoughts is this is actually pretty smooth and very, very usable. I mean, full self-driving version 13 with the Model Y was already fantastic already. Now we're at version 14 with all these different cool features like parking in a parking spot or pulling out of a parking spot. I mean, it's just getting better and better and better. And so if you are someone that is okay with technology and just sitting back and relaxing and understanding what is happening, then I would definitely recommend full self-driving. But thanks for watching. Please hit that like button. Comment below your experience of version 14 full self-driving. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.